Hello, I'm Haley. I have a question for you. Can you think of something you really want? Like really want more than anything? In today's Bible story, Hannah wanted a baby more than anything. She didn't have any children and she was very sad. Hannah asked God to give her a baby. Do you think God answered Hannah's prayers? Let's find out.
In a hilly country called Ephraim, a man named Elkanah lived with his wives, Hannah and Peninnah.
Hannah was sad because she did not have any children. Peninnah had children. Peninnah was mean to Hannah. It made Hannah feel bad. Hannah really wanted to have a family.
Every year, Elkanah went to the tabernacle to make sacrifices to God and to worship him. Hannah went with him. She wept and would not eat. "What's wrong, Hannah?" Elkanah asked. "Don't I make you happy?"
Hannah prayed to God, "Lord, if you give me a son, I will dedicate him to you. He will serve you all of his life." A priest named Eli was sitting near the doorpost of the tabernacle. Eli watched Hannah pray. He couldn't hear her, but he saw her lips moving. Eli thought there was something wrong with Hannah. "I am a woman with a broken heart," Hannah explained.
Eli replied, "Go in peace. May God answer your prayers." Hannah and Elkanah went home. God answered Hannah's prayers. After some time, Hannah gave birth to a son. She named him Samuel.
When Samuel was older, Hannah took him to the tabernacle. Hannah pledged Samuel to serve God, and she worshiped God with a prayer. "There is no one holy like the Lord. There is no one besides you," Hannah prayed. She left Samuel with Eli to serve God. Every year, Hannah returned with a new robe for Samuel, and God gave Hannah many more children.
Eli was getting old and his son served as priests in the tabernacle. Eli's sons were sinning against God. Samuel, on the other hand, grew older and found favor with God and with men. One day, a man of God told Eli that God would not honor people who sinned against him. God said he was going to choose a new priest who would serve God faithfully. One night, Samuel heard someone speak to him. "Here I am," Samuel replied. He ran to Eli. "Here I am, you called me?"
God called Samuel 3 times. Each time, Samuel ran to Eli. "Here I am," he said. Eli finally understood that God was calling to Samuel. He told Samuel how to respond. God called again, "Samuel, Samuel." "Speak, for your servant is listening," Samuel replied. God told Samuel that he was going to judge Eli's family for their sin.
The next day, Eli asked Samuel to tell him what God said. Samuel was afraid to tell Eli the bad news, but he did. As Samuel grew, God was with him. Everyone in Israel knew that Samuel was God's messenger. God used Samuel to share his plan with the nation of Israel.
Samuel used God's words to tell the people what God is like. John 1:1 says that Jesus is the Word. Jesus showed the world what God is like, and he told people to turn away from their sin. Jesus ultimately freed people from the power of sin by dying on the cross and rising again.
He did. God answered Hannah's prayers and gave her a son named Samuel. Samuel lived with Eli and he served God. God talked to Samuel and Samuel told people about God. Samuel was a prophet, priest, and judge. He grew up and followed God's instructions. See you next week.